Man, it's amazing how all this got started. I mean, I'm just thinking, man, like, I'm really doing what I wanted to do. It's amazing, man. I mean, I'm just thinking. Shoot, 6 years ago, I couldn't imagine this. I mean, now I'm in a position. I mean, I don't know. I'm clueless. You know, I'm just clueless. God is amazing. That's all I can say. I always had the desire for fashion. I knew it when I was 2 years old, when I took a pair of my mom's roper boots and wore them to school, knowing they was too big, but I knew the fashion part of it. I knew that I was supposed to be wearing those boots, even though that it was too big. It's crazy. It's amazing how God make things turn around. Hello, everyone. I'm glad you tuned in today. It's your girl, A.Renee, Shop Talk with A.Renee. Today is going to be a special show. Why? I'm glad you asked. Today we'll be interviewing none other than myself, A.Renee. I know I always have a topic on what I'll be talking about for the evening, but today it's going to be all things A.Renee. So let's get started. So I want you guys to put your hands together and welcome the one and only A.Renee. So how did you know that you wanted to be a stylist? How did I know I wanted to be a stylist? Well, I didn't know. It wasn't until I worked as a stylist at a store that I worked at, and it came natural. And some of the clients even hired me to be able to do it on the side for them.
Oh.
And then this is when I lived in Houston, and once I moved back to the DFW area, I started having fashion shows, and I would style the women and things like that, and it became something that I loved to do. I loved the outer effect of how it made women feel and how it made them look. So it's something that became strong and an interest that I loved outside of me doing hair. It came together because I was able to do the hair, style them, and that's where the Renee experience came from.
Okay.
Who inspired you?
Who inspired
me?
you?
I would say that I was inspired by just how it made the women feel. When I saw the outlook of a woman, and she can come in looking one way and then see how she looks afterwards and the praises that she gives, something inside of me clicked. And I knew that was something that I wanted to do. But I didn't fully know when I was supposed to do it. So why now? Why now? You asked the question, why now? Why now? Well, I just had my second child 4 months ago, and I knew that me putting my daughter in a daycare was not something that I would be comfortable with doing. And even though I do run a salon, it still brings anxiety over me if I'm having too many clients and I'm having to do their hair and tend to my daughter.
Wow.
So I said, Lord, what else can I do that the gift that you have given me, what else can I do to bring income in to my home without me having to put my daughter in a daycare? And it went back to me and what I used to do when I lived in Houston. I used to style women. And I know that that's something that I wanted to do. I wanted to do corporate. I wanted to be able to, if you need something and you don't have the time, book me. Let me do it for you. If you need me to go, if you have a ball, book me. Let me do the work for you. That was something that popped up in my mind. And then once I said yes, that's when God gave me the release, and I'm able to do both. I'm able to style hair. I'm able to do personal shopping with my baby with me, because that was the whole reason why I thought more about personal shopping and styling and things like that, because I wanted to be able to spend more time with my child, but I still wanted to work.
Wow.
And it works together because I can bring my child with me and not be able to be bothered. If I need to breastfeed her, I can breastfeed her. If I need to change her a pamper, I can change her a pamper without being stopped, because it's an independent job. I'm by myself. And so it worked out that way. So now that you know that this is something that you're supposed to be doing, that you were appointed to do, what now? What comes after this? What now? Now it's time to get ready. It's time to get started. It's time to start. It's time to write it down and make it plain. It's time to make your move. A lot of times we say we want to do things, but then we don't jump out and we just do it. If we never do it, if we never jump, how will we know that we'll be good at it? So now is the time for me to step out on faith, and do what it is that I have been gifted to do. And that's give the Renee experience. Not only give the Renee experience, but be a personal shopper, be a personal stylist. Whatever it is that that client needs, it's time for me to do it. That's what's now. Okay. So when can we expect for the Unique Beauty Hair Salon Studio boutique to open? So you asked me when can we expect the boutique to open? Well, if the Lord's will, we want to have our grand opening on December 6th this year. We want to open up the boutique. My plan is to have a social, have people to come out, kind of see what I have going, and I want to be able to see what it is that the people like, so I can know what kinds of clothes or whatever it is that I need to get for the clients that I'm trying to attract. Well, there you have it. We had the A.Renee on the Shop Talk with A.Renee. Y'all, it was a fun time to get to know who she is, where it came from. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you learned that if you don't jump, you will never know how it feels to actually do what you want to do. If you know anyone, or if it's you and you would like to be on Shop Talk with A.Renee, please hit me at shoptalkwitharenee@yahoo.com.